Integrity. You tell the truth, you keep promises, you act fairly, even when it's inconvenient. Christmas in New Zealand is midsummer, always strange for me. I was raised in the north of England and more used to shiny, dark streets, cold, red, gold, and green. Family was visiting and the house was full. We lived on a ridge outside Raglan, self-contained with a septic tank that filtered waste into a soakaway field down the hill. Christmas Eve, the septic tank backed up and we had a little unpleasantness in the house. Quite the Christmas present. Ho, ho, ho. Blocked drain, I thought, so I called a plumber. He arrived immediately after his Christmas lunch and rodded the drain. Septic's full, he said, taking the top off the filter tanks alongside. These clean the water that's then sent to the soakaway field. These are very clean, he says. He nipped the 150 meters down the hill onto the soakaway field and opened up the water distributor. This is dry, he said. Back in the garden, he poked around the septic for a connector pipe that takes the clean water down to the field. Ah, perhaps the connector pipe's broken, says I, as if I knew what I was talking about. Nope, there isn't a pipe here or down the hill, he says. I looked quizzically at him. That can't be right. The wine at lunch slowing my brain. But it was. No connector from tank to field, never had been. In the 12 months we'd lived there, we had filled the tank and hey presto. I called the company who installed the system 3 years before, ready for a fight, and explained the situation. A 10-minute, that can't be right, conversation later, and the guy said, I'll send someone round to have a look tomorrow. It was raining hard the next day. I briefed the engineer and he said, that can't be right, etc., etc., and started to investigate. But it was. Tank and soakaway had both been signed off by building inspectors, but had never ever been connected. After 3 years, I expected a fight, got out all the papers, created a negotiation strategy, all ready for when the company guy called me. So the phone rang. You were right, he said honestly. The guy was the owner. It seems that they'd had a rogue fitter, and in the 2 years since he left, the owner had been fixing examples of his terrible work, and this was one of them. We'll have a team on site tomorrow, that was the 27th of December, to fix it. Team arrived the next day, worked hard for the next 3 days in blistering heat in their Christmas break. Dug a 3-meter by 150-meter long trench, laid the pipe, tested, and then made good so the garden was like new. Teams worked really hard, I said to the owner when he came to inspect the finished job. How much do I owe you? No charge, he said. It was our fault. We're accountable for fixing it. So integrity, one of the basics of being a good human. Sometimes it does feel like it's in short supply in our might is right, I win, you lose world, but true customer service and trust is based on it. It reduces costs and boosts business. It sets a culture that will ensure you have a viable, long-term, successful business. And it does make you a better human being. But the owner and the workers lost out, didn't they? Well, the opposite, actually. We bought each of the team a Christmas present. When I needed more work done, I only called the owner. I told everyone the story, and many trusted him with their new business. Even now, after all those years, I often use the story when mentoring as an example of the impact integrity and growth mindset has, both internally and with customers. I spent 25 plus years honing practical and pragmatic approaches for developing and growing a success mindset in people. Contact me to discuss how. I'm here to help, and I'm always open to thoughts and opinions. Talk to you soon.